Hey book lovers, it's Monday, so that means it's the start of a new week and a new vlog. Hopefully this week I will do better, at vlogging than I did last week. Hopefully I'll read some more, I'll get some more editing done, and I'm still trying to decide what other things I'd like to include. I play a lot of video games, so if you guys are interested in seeing some of that, maybe let me know. So I thought one thing I might introduce in this one that I haven't done before is to tell you my goals for the week. Both reading and writing based and also personal. So reading and writing wise, I would like to edit at least 8 chapters of On Flightless Wings. I would ideally like to have draft 4 done by the end of November, but we'll see how I go. I would like my husband to start reading my chapters that I've edited already. He's read the first 3 so far and he seems to be enjoying it. He's given me some good feedback. I'm taking his feedback on board before I start the beta reading process because I trust him more than anyone, and I'm not trying to be rude to my beta readers, I trust them as well, but my husband is good at being critical and also supportive at the same time. And maybe get a few random short stories written just for funsies, because I've been having a hard time with motivation lately, as you would have seen in my last video, so I'm hoping some short story writing might help with that a bit. I always have a fun time with that. Reading wise, I would like to finish The Well of Ascension by the end of the week, but we'll see. It's a very long book, so that might not happen, but I'm going to do my best. And I'm also rereading The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I'm reading it to my sister because she's been pretty stressed lately, and I thought it would be nice because she likes being read to. And yeah, so personal wise, was that bad English? Personal wise, I would like to get to my psychology appointment on Friday, obviously. Gonna hang out with my mom a little bit that day. Try and get my sleep on track again. Luke's been waking me up in the mornings and getting me up with him, and I think that's going to help. Keep taking my medication and keep trying to get my anxiety under wraps. I actually found a cool app, I can't remember what it's called now, but I'll have to tell you later. That's pretty much like a chatbot that is coded to help you through negative thoughts and improve on your negative thoughts, make them more positive, more realistic, and deal with stress in a good way to vent. So I've been trying that out, and it's kind of cute, not gonna lie. So those are my goals for the week. I hope to see you soon. Alright, so I started reading The Night Circus for my sister, and I've been uploading them onto Facebook for her. I read the first 2 chapters. And next, I'm thinking I'm going to keep going with The Well of Ascension, but I'm trying to decide if I want to eat food because my stomach is making lots of funny noises, but I can't tell if it's because I'm hungry or if it's just my stomach making funny noises. I really don't know. So we'll see how I go with that. And yeah. It's Wednesday. I didn't vlog or read or anything yesterday. I had a bit of an anxiety day. But today I am determined. I am going to do some planning. Going to work on my novel for a bit. Going to read, hopefully. I'm still reading The Night Circus to my sister. So I'll be doing maybe another chapter of that today. I'm reading The Well of Ascension, but I'm wondering if I need a bit of a break from the Mistborn world and read something different, maybe a bit shorter, maybe a horror novel. I usually get through those pretty fast, and it might be a nice change of pace, so I'm thinking about looking and seeing if I've got anything on my e-reader that I haven't read yet that I think would be a good change of pace. And yes, I'm wearing pajamas. One thing about fibro that can be really irritating is that it actually makes clothing very uncomfortable sometimes, so pajamas are the most comfortable clothing to me. So you'll probably notice in a lot of my videos and vlogs and things that I'm in pajamas. I live in them when I don't have to go out, so. Okay, so I have edited 3 chapters today, which is the minimum I need to do to get all of my chapters done by the end of November. And now Malcolm and I are hunkering down in the reading fort to start reading My Name Is Not Midnight by J.P. Readman, I believe. It's from an author that I follow on Twitter. I would like to start reading more indie authors, more authors that I find on Twitter that are coming out and are new. So that's what I'm going to do. I think it'll be a good break from the Mistborn trilogy, and I will keep you updated. Alright, so I've been reading a lot of My Name Is Not Midnight by J.P. Readman. I'm about 33% in, and I'm enjoying it so far. There are problems. There are a lot of mistakes. Spelling, grammatical mistakes, consistency issues. But not as much as there were in, at least so far, not as much as there were in The Haunting of Heartstone Jail. It's a bit of a rough plot, actually. The main character is 13 or 14 years old, I can't quite remember. And she goes through a lot, and it's a bit hard to read. I'm not entirely sure who this book is aimed at. I don't know if it's like a middle grade or a YA or anything like that. But it's pretty full on in some respects. And there is a lot of stuff brought up about her weight. It's like the author wants to show that all the characters are mean and bad and evil, so they're always bringing up the main character's weight and mocking her for it because she is overweight. And that's a bit irksome. I know that the people doing it are bad people, so that's all well and good, but I feel like it doesn't have to be as frequent. And so far nobody's really suffered the consequences of being that way because of the way the narrative is heading. But hopefully by the end of the book she can come to terms with her weight. People will stop bringing it up, and the people that have been treating her horribly, not just for her weight, but in general, for her station and her behavior and things like that, hopefully they'll get what's coming to them. I assume that some of them at least will, but maybe not everyone, but we'll see. So overall, I'm enjoying it so far. As I said, I'm only about 33% of the way through. At this point, I'd probably give it 3 stars. But we'll have to see as I keep reading what I end up thinking of it. It's definitely a good change of pace from Mistborn, the Mistborn trilogy. I think I'm not good at binging things. Even TV shows, I can't binge most TV shows. I can binge Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Friends and Big Bang Theory. But other than that, even shows that I absolutely love, I'm not great at binging. I get restless. I need to do something else to break it up. And you'd think with shows it'd be a good chance to, pull out my embroidery or my cross stitch, but I'm useless at keeping up with my crafting. I've got to be in a good mood for it. I am actually thinking about using some, it's going to sound like I'm in kindergarten, but using some popsicle sticks that I've got and making a sort of stand for my unicornos, because I'm getting more and more of them and I'm going to start running out of room to line them up on my desk, but I really want them on my desk because I love looking at them. They make me feel so happy. So I'm thinking about doing that and painting it up to look really cute. And then I should be able to fit more. I'll put some on the top of the stand, and then I can line some up underneath it. And then if it works the way I'm hoping it will, I can add another layer if I need to and build upward. So once Luke gets home, I'll probably do that while he plays video games or while he does whatever he ends up deciding he wants to do. And I'll keep you updated. Hey guys, sorry about my hair looking ridiculous, but I just wanted to let you know what I'm doing today. Today I've got to edit 3 chapters of my book, and I'm going to keep reading My Name Is Not Midnight. I did actually keep reading it last night. I'm 53% of the way through, and I keep noticing more mistakes, which is a bit irksome, but J.P. Readman does a really, really good job of describing locations, and I have zero problems imagining myself right there with Isna and seeing all of the fantastical things that she sees, all of the terrifying things that she sees. I can totally picture it all, so she does a really good job with that. At this point, I think I'd up my rating from the 3 stars I was looking at to the 4 stars, but I'm still only halfway through, so we'll see how we're going. And I do want to read a chapter of The Night Circus for my sister, and I should film my video for tomorrow for YouTube, but I'm gonna have to do something about my ridiculous hair and maybe put on a shirt that's not pajamas, but we'll see. I'm a bit of a dag, you'll get used to it eventually, I'm sure. But yeah, I'll update you later. Alright, I was gonna come and read outside, but it's gotten really windy. And we got a warning for a dust storm today, and I thought it didn't come in, but we at least had a mini dust storm. There is dust on all of the furniture, and I really don't want to sit on it. And I'm also lazy and don't really want to clean it right now, so I'm going to read inside. This will be quick because I'm really awkward doing this in public, but I decided really last minute that I wanted to go to the cafe, so Luke will be meeting me there. I've got my book in my bag, I'm wearing my Captain America hoodie, got my Captain America bag, my Captain America keychain because I like Captain America, and I've really got to try to get out more. I'm supposed to go out every single day as part of my exposure therapy for my agoraphobia, but I'm agoraphobic, so that's really hard to keep up. But now that my anxiety seems to be calming down again a bit, I think I'm going to give it another go. I'm trying to go up every day, grab a coffee, or just walk up to the park and sit down and read. But I thought I would give you an update on that. I've continued reading My Name Is Not Midnight. I'm still enjoying it. I've got problems, but you know, every book has problems. And what else? Oh yes, I filmed my end of the year book tag video, so that should be up tomorrow. And if you guys want to comment and let me know what time you generally watch YouTube videos and your time zone, that would be really helpful for me because I'm in Australia, so my time is a bit different. And so I never know if I'm posting when everyone's asleep or not. So if you guys could let me know, that'd be really great. Isn't it a pretty tree, guys? I love walking past here. Okay, I'm waiting for Luke. You can hear all the birds getting ready to sleep. And I'm going to read for a bit while I'm waiting. Alright, I'm back from my psychology appointment. It went really well. We actually looked at, I think it was called Acknowledge and Commitment Therapy, where I had to sit for a few minutes, take some deep breaths, focus on the feeling of the breath in my lungs, then shift my thoughts to an image of a stream in my head. It could look like anything I wanted it to. And I'm sitting by the stream. And then anytime I consciously notice a thought like, oh, I'm not very good at this, or am I doing this right? Any thought at all. You imagine it on the top of a leaf, floating downstream, and you just let it go. And then once you've done that for a few moments, as long as you need, you focus on your breathing again, and then slowly come back, open your eyes, and adjust. And that's supposed to be really good for just letting thoughts go and not engaging them and obsessing as much as I have been lately about particular things. And I felt very calm after I did it, and I think it could really work for me. Because I usually try and challenge the thought, like, why am I having this thought? I shouldn't be having this thought. I should be having this thought. Is this why I'm doing it? You know, just a constant cycle of anxiety and obsessiveness. So I'm back from that. I've got a coffee. I bought Luke's Christmas present. I'm not going to say what it is in case he watches this. And I'm ready to get to work on my novel. I'm actually feeling really good right now. I think that appointment was really, really good for me. So I will See you soon.
Time. The boy stares back. You can read, I presume? The man asks. The boy nods. I like to read, he says. There aren't enough books here. I've read all of them already. Good. Without warning, the man in the grey suit tosses his cane at the boy. The boy snatches it in one hand easily without flinching.
Alright, so I'm back in my fort, in my nice comfy chair with my nice comfy blanket. And I'm about to continue reading My Name Is Not Midnight. I should be able to finish it today, hopefully. I'm sort of at the point now where I'm looking forward to it being over. I think it's dragged out a little bit. There's a lot of, ooh, this happens, then ooh, this happens, and ooh, this happens. And it's all a bit much, I guess. Also, I mentioned in a previous clip that I don't really like the way everyone makes fun of Esma for her weight. But even the bad characters, there's a lot of overweight people in this book, and it's always pointed out in the narration. And sort of in a mocking way, and I can understand the author trying to show that you shouldn't bully people through the people bullying Esma, but then it sort of feels like Esma is like internally bullying the other overweight characters, if that makes sense, but then it's portrayed as a more humorous thing, and I don't like that very much. I don't know if I'm explaining myself properly here, but it's just a bit weird to me. And Malcolm is enjoying a nice patch of sun before the sun goes down. He always does if he doesn't want to sit outside, and today it's been very windy, so he's not fond of sitting outside. On windy days, he'll come in here and he'll sit in a patch of sun and keep me company. And once I finish my coffee, and I've read for a bit, I'm going to grab Luke's presents and wrap them before he gets home, because he asked me if we could, and I said yes. We're having a pirate-themed Christmas, kind of. So instead of putting up our normal Christmas tree, which we got in the closet in the bedroom, he's bought us an inflatable palm tree that we're going to put up, and we're going to buy chocolate coins and, just have a pirate Christmas. So I will show a video of that later. Okay, I'm walking up to the cafe. This is my third day out in a row, and I'm pretty happy with that. And I'm looking forward to some coffee, because I need some coffee. And I am home. I've got some kombucha that I'm going to pour myself a glass of. And I've got Dying Light. I feel like playing this again. Apparently there's a new game plus mode, so I'm gonna give that a try because I've actually already finished the main story through. And I figured it'd be a good distraction because I'm starting to feel a little anxious again. I'm trying not to, but that makes it even harder. People out there with anxiety, I'm sure you'll understand why I'm like what I'm saying. But yeah, so I'm going to do that.
The eyes of the world have been glued to the city of Haran for the past 2 months.
Guys, I'm on track, finally. So excited. I've actually read 27 books, but because I bought Mistborn in a box set on my Kindle, it hasn't counted the Final Empire. But yay! Hey guys, I wasn't originally going to show you my face today because it's kind of gross at the moment. I've got a weird pimple. And I've been thinking that I've been getting sick, but I think it's actually the mini dust storm we had the other day. My nose has been bloody, my throat's been scratchy, I've been really stuffy, and it hasn't been bad. I had a really bad incident with it when I was a kid, but I do have hay fever, and I barely notice it at all these days, but it's sort of, I think that might be part of what's going on. But because I have absolutely zero self-control, I bought a bunch of stuff and I thought I'd show you guys. Because I love watching people show random cute things they bought, books that they've bought and they're excited about. So I figured I'd do the same, and I'm going to show you the books first. I have an e-reader, so the covers will be black and white, but I'm going to show you the covers anyway. So the first book that I bought, because it was on sale in the Kindle monthly deals, is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. The reason I was interested in this is because a lot of people have been talking about it, and a sequel came out recently, I think, so I thought I would, since it was only $5, I'd give it a try. The next book that I bought is Shadows of Sleep, and that is by... Give me a sec, this book isn't very well formatted. I don't think it keeps freezing my e-reader. That is by Aaron Gritch. Honestly, I read a few pages and I'm not sure I'm going to continue. It's very awkward, there's some mistakes, and it's really messing with my e-reader in a way that no book has ever messed with it before. It's freezing up. I can't highlight properly. The highlight options take a long time to load up, so I'm not sure I'm going to continue that because I don't want to risk my e-reader. But that is about a man who sees the shadow people, which is sort of like the phenomena when you get sleep paralysis and you can't move, but you can see like a shadow or a creature out of the corner of your eye. But in this case, they're actually creatures, so I was interested because I'm into horror and that sort of thing sounds really interesting, but I'm not sure I'm going to continue on with that one, unfortunately. And the other one that I got is Viridian Gate Online Cataclysm by J.A. Hunter. This one I've started as well. I started while I was up at the cafe, and I'm really interested so far in this. There is an asteroid heading toward Earth. It's got 9 days until impact or something like that, and nobody's confident that they're going to be able to stop it. Everyone's panicking. There are looters out in the streets. There are fires everywhere because people have just gone totally off the rail. But there's this VR system, a very advanced one, that you load yourself into it basically to play, sort of like Sword Art Online in that respect. And they've offered, in light of this cataclysm, the opportunity for users to actually load themselves into the game permanently, so their bodies will die but they'll live on digitally. So I've only just started. I'm only on chapter 2. Our main character's only just done it, so I'm really interested to see what the game world is like and keep going with that. Now, they're all the books that I bought today. None of them were on my TBR, by the way. And I also bought some goodies. I don't know if you have Morning Glory in other countries, but in Australia we have a shop called Morning Glory. I'm pretty sure it's Korean. And they sell lots of cute stationery and plushies and things like that. So I went in browsing because I didn't want to come home straight away after the cafe, and I bought some things. So the first thing is not actually from Morning Glory at all, but from the Woolworths, which is pretzels, because I feel like pretzels. Second are these 2 mechanical pencils. And they are super cute. This one says Small World. Our small world is wonderful. And it's got a little dangly bottle thingy on it with the same thing inside. And this one has flowers on it, and it's got a sky blue tip, which is like my favorite. Baby powder blue is like my favorite blue shade. And it's actually got a real eraser on it. And I thought that was really cute. And they were 2 for $5. Then I bought these. I actually saw this idea somewhere on BookTube. I can't quite remember where. But the strips of paper to make little stars, because I was thinking, again, I saw this on BookTube. I honestly can't remember where. I'm really sorry. But I'm thinking every time I finish a book, I'll fill a jar. So I've got a lot of catching up to do this year. I've read 27 books this year. And I got the pastel colours because I'm a pastel fan. I'm just trying to decide if I want to write on the inside the name of the book. I think you'd be able to see that through the strip, and I'm not so sure I want to do that, so we'll see. And the last thing I bought, which is the most extravagant but also my favourite, is this book stand. So it's got things at the back to put the book, to stand it up. This comes out and it's got holders here for the books. Apparently it is magnetic, and it says magic book stand used for study, learning, reading, display, and it's got morning glory on it, but it's got a cute fairy on it. I absolutely love it. This is going on my desk, and since it's magnetic, I can actually probably use it with my magnetic whiteboard as well, so that it's sort of like I've got a stand for my whiteboard, and I can put my e-reader on it if I'm too lazy to hold my e-reader up, because sometimes I am. And when I do book reviews, I think I showed you in a previous video, I actually write them out physically in a notebook, so I can actually stand the notebook up on this to then transcribe it over to my computer, because normally I just have it lying out flat and it can be hard to keep track of where I am and everything. So I'm really happy with this purchase. I have a 15% off card for Morning Glory because I go there a lot. It's right up the road, it's dangerous, but I'm really happy with it. And yeah, that's my mini haul. So before I finish this is going to be my last clip for the vlog. I want to tell you what I achieved this week. At the beginning I gave you some goals that I wanted to complete. So in terms of writing, I wanted to edit 8 chapters at least, and I edited 11 chapters from recollection. In regards to reading, I wanted to read more of Well of Ascension, and I wanted to finish another book. So I did read more of Well of Ascension, but I haven't continued with it yet because I don't know why, but it's causing some anxiety. It's just triggering some of my anxieties. So I'm going to keep going with a few other books for now until I'm back in the zone. But I finished My Name Is Not Midnight by J.P. Readman. I ended up giving it a 3 out of 5 stars. I've put a review up on my blog and on Goodreads. If you're interested in checking it out, go follow me on Goodreads, check it out. And I've started the other 2 books there that I showed you. I'm thinking about DNFing one of them, but the other one, the Viridian Gate Online, I'm absolutely going to continue with. In regards to personal life, I have been out for 4 days in a row now, so that is pretty good for me. I went to my psychology appointment, I'm keeping up with my medication, I'm trying some mindfulness exercises, and yeah, so I'm pretty happy with all of that. That is the vlog for this week. If you like this and want to see more, please like, comment, subscribe. I would really appreciate all the support you guys could give me. And I will see you on Friday with my next video.